Today we're going to be trying to fly in an actual airport zone, so to speak. It's going to meet the person and do some planning and stuff. So this is going to be an interesting test. It's going to be a first for me. Basically, there was someone in a farm field who said he had crops. For some reason, it seems like there's a path and they don't know why, so they want like an aerial view of it. So the person asked if I could actually fly it and see what it looks like. So I thought, okay, why not? It's actually all the way out here in Delta. Technically, I guess it's closer within the area where I did the actual drone test before. But what's going to be interesting about this one is I've never had issues with that DJI geofencing stuff, because for the most part, it's not like in a quote red zone. Whereas here, I believe part of it is inside the DJI red zone. And in terms of Transport Canada and the Nav Canada, this is within the restricted airspace. So we'll see if I have any issues with that. As well, I basically submitted a request to fly 400 feet in the air, so about 120 meters, which is basically close to the restriction in terms of what we have. But in terms of the request, it says here, "Good morning, Alan. Due to the location of your requested operation and its proximity to the airport and its approach, only a max altitude of 150 feet ASL may be approved." So basically above sea level. And I checked the area, technically above sea level here is about 1 meter. So doing the calculations, it's between 40 to 45 meter-ish, so to speak, in terms of how high I can actually go, which is a huge difference from 120. So obviously with that restriction, I'll see if I can actually do it. But what I'm actually most curious about is the DJI geofencing, which I'll get into a little later. So we'll see if we'll have an issue with that as well.
This place is in here, right?
Okay.
Wow, it's really come down to the far end for.
So you're basically trying to wonder what created that dent, so to speak?
Yeah, well they have, because of Boundary Bay Airport here, they have a constant flow of people coming in.
Kind of Boundary Bay.
Hi, I'm here to confirm a drone flight operation.
Okay, just hold on a sec.
Okay.
Or what's your name and what company is it for?
My name's Alan Yu.
There we go. Okay. I have 150 feet ASL.
Yep.
Excellent, just northwest of the airport.
Yes.
Excellent. And are you departing right now?
I'll be doing it, yes, pretty soon.
Okay, cool. Let me know when it's done.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, bye. Oh, lame. Looks like that DJI no-fly zone thing's coming up. Okay, lame DJI. I basically sent an email right now and let's see if they get back to me with it. That's an example how, I guess, in a real situation where it gets in the way, where you have authorization and everything like that. Yeah, there's definitely planes and stuff everywhere here, so you can see why they had the concern for the height restrictions, although realistically they're way up there as well, but I guess they want to be safe. So while I'm waiting to see if they respond in the email, they say usually within 1 hour, but I filled in the custom form, gave them all the permissions and stuff like that. Haven't heard back, so let's see if this works. In terms of where I am, in the Research Council site says I am in the red zone. DJI has all these kind of, I guess, weird different types of restrictions. Like there's one you can self-unlock, which technically I'm in that zone, the self-unlocking, but within a little further down, technically I'm within their restricted zone. So I basically thought to get both of them approved. It says basically approved Boundary Bay on their controller, but I didn't get one for the actual airport. So there's a kind of a different, I guess, zone, so to speak, in their application. So I'm just waiting for that. Because you can see in the screenshot, they kind of have this restriction in terms of what path the plane flies as well. But it's just kind of, I guess, annoying. You can see here, you have the permission and all that, and then this thing just takes forever, I guess, to get their approval because someone has to manually check it and all. And here's the email I got. It says instant response. It says, "Request received, Boundary Bay Zone Unlocked." It says, "Thank you for contacting DJI. Your request has been received." And they write everything in Chinese as well. Watch them reply back saying they need more information, because one of the funny thing was they said, give like a certified letter or something like that you have right to take off here. Whereas, as you guys know, the new way to do it here in Canada is basically just through the Nav Canada form. It's just like an email. So I'm basically wondering if they're gonna look at it and say, "What, is this official?" So in the meantime, how about we capture some things from the ground? I guess get a little understanding of what they want to capture and why. Kind of makes me feel like I'm working on a job here. Plane. All right.
Oh, Shawnee, from the East Coast of Canada.
Would you like to explain to the world what exactly this is, why it's interesting, and why you want to find out what's going on with the drone?
Okay, well, first off, got two different conversations going on here. And just what happened though, June 29th, I think, we were traveling up along the highway here. I noticed there was like these formations sort of happening in this field. I thought, wow, it looked like I could see something was there. And so that evening I went out there to have a look, and I found there was these formations happening in these two different fields. They were extensive. They didn't really show any kind of, really amazing designs as much, but they definitely were flattened, and they were showing all the classic bent stems at these nodes that you can't do with wind or anything like that. So I knew that we had something happening here, and then over the course of the last 3 weeks, it just keeps getting bigger. And then I found another crop formation, also about 3 kilometers from here, in a wheat field similar to this, but it's also been continuing to expand last week. So you guys finally said, hey, well, we go, I've been looking for a drone. And then we have the other problem where we're only about 2.5 kilometers from the Boundary Bay Airport. So we're in some fly zone here, and Alan here had to get special permission to just get a drone in the air, even though we're not much of a threat.
So what are the odds of this could just be something like an animal walking at nighttime creating this?
0%. 0%. There's just no way. I mean, also the animal would leave tracks.
Okay, it says request has been updated. Please reply below. It says the requested area has been unlocked successfully. Please follow the steps to attachment unlock the aircraft. If unlocking is unsuccessful, please send us a video of the whole unlocking process and we'll try our best to solve the issue. Are we good? Okay, I got the unlocking and stuff, so I'm ready to go. Launching.
We have liftoff. Cool.
Want to see? It's.
I don't know if I can see much. Oh, okay. Some extensive lines. That's amazing. I'll have to get one of those.
Yeah, I could change the filter for the.
God, that looks scary.
Scary? Why?
It's like some robotic bug, you know?
All right, all done. Let's try to contact them.
Good afternoon, Nav Canada Boundary Bay.
Hi, just phoning to confirm I finished my drone operation.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
I'm just really happy that somebody actually came out here to have a look, because even though the farmer says it's chicken manure, I know chicken manure doesn't do that.
Actually, can you explain to people a bit what you meant by the chicken manure? Because I don't think I captured that before.
Okay. When we went and talked to the farmer, he kind of laughed at us at first. He said, "What do you think it's aliens?" And I said, "Well, we just think it's a really interesting phenomenon, and we'd like to be able to record it." He said, "Well, you know." He says it's chicken manure. He says you put chicken manure on there, and it happens over the year that it creates problems, and all the crops fall over.
UFO or not, or chicken manure, who knows? I'm just a guy that captured the footage with a drone, that's all I know. Are you gonna fly a drone yourself now?
Yeah, that was actually kind of cool. Initially, when I was telling Alan, I was looking up at this thing in the sky, and oh my God, it's like some robotic bug gonna come and zap me with some some poison or something. But you know, I've watched too many sci-fi movies.
What is this?
I don't know.
What would you guess it is?
Marshmallows?
Oh, I guess it's raining around here. So many interesting things this week with flying the drones, huh? Lots of firsts in terms of flying things with the advanced license in the restricted zones, especially today, where technically I was right within an airport, so to speak. But I guess the main thing today is that DJI geofencing, huh? Even though a person like myself has all the permissions and so forth, it's the first time I had to actually unlock it. I tried to do everything ahead of time, and it seemed like for the most part, they unlocked one specific region, which is kind of the outside blue part, but then in the actual restricted red area, which I was going in, they didn't approve that. And so I had to send an email, a manual one, to that flysafe@dji.com. And basically they responded in about 15 minutes, so it was pretty quick, but I can just imagine the frustration from the stories I've heard of companies where they have everything prepared, but then the drone software itself stops you from flying. It makes you wonder, like in that case, is it a good idea to have stuff like that, or no? Should you have the rights to fly what you own, so to speak? Like, it's up to you. Alright, see you guys later.